Hey guys, welcome to a new video, and this is gonna be my first weekly video overview of my top picks or top analysis plays, whatever it is. But every week I'm gonna start doing videos on a few tickers for the week ahead and how it did the past week. So the first one I'm gonna do a couple of them. So the first one I'm gonna do is ORCL, ORCL, and this one caught my eye last week when they made a bid on TikTok. But I haven't really got into this one for a while, but ever since it made that bid, it got my attention again. And so first thing is we have this little downtrend right here inside this little wedge right here. So once we hit the bottom right here, we broke out based on, I'm not sure what the news was, but it was not the TikTok one. It was something else. It popped out and came back down, back tested that resistance down here on support basically, and came back up and held the SMA 20, popped back up and broke the actual major 57.10 resistance, which is where that monthly is. And right here is basically what we need to get above, and that's something that's super bullish because this reminds me of Apple or any other chart that recovered all the way from that first drop back in March. And it's something that I see that can be going to the 50, 58.79, 60.20 and higher, way above past 70s. So what we have here is, ever since we held that 57.10 resistance or support now, we've been holding it pretty nicely right here on the daily. We're still making higher highs, which is also good, and we're in the uptrend. So that's another good thing that we have right here. Let's draw this trend line real quick. So ever since this bottom right here, we've been going straight up, holding this uptrend right here to support. Okay, and the weekly is also setting up a very nice squeeze right here, and the daily also fired its squeeze back right here on this candle. So it was setting up a squeeze right here while it was going bull flagging right here and popped up right here, and ever since that it's been very nicely uptrending. And weekly is coiling up right here, so we have something very, very nice right here on the weekly chart. Came down here, came back up, uptrend, consolidation period, and this whole consolidation period we've been setting up a squeeze. We fired it. Right here, I'm not sure what this is right here, dividend right here. So once that dividend got paid out, it pulled back over here, and next few weeks it came down, held at 53.84 support, and came back up strong. So in the future, I have a good feeling about this one on ORCL, all based on the weekly and the monthly chart, mostly on the monthly because of how strong it looks for the monthly breakout. So in the future, this one's setting up really good. And also, I forgot to mention that the monthly chart is also setting up a very, very long-term squeeze. So we've been setting up a squeeze ever since before that drop on March. So that's something very good because during that squeeze, usually you want a short squeeze, right? To keep the trend going. So ever since that, we've had a lot of sellers right here. But ever since the very first day on the drop, it got bought up right away and continued on and had a bullish engulfing the monthly right here and continued on. So that's something very, very good for ORCL long term. So on the next monthly candle, which is in 2 days, I believe, we're going to see a nice breakout. But for right now, we're going to have to get through 58.79 and 60.21 first. So something to look out for on ORCL right here. So far, very bullish. Very, very bullish right here. Also, I have my swing calls on this right now for 9/18. I think my strike price was 57.5, so that is right now in the money, which is great for us. Let's see what the next one is. Let's do ROKU next, since that one was suggested a lot. So ROKU, this one actually played out very, very well. Let me clear some drawings real quick. Okay. Alright, so sentence oracle, it dropped from March over here, came back up strong, but stronger than that. And Roku is something that has a lot of potential because of its competitor, Netflix, and we have a lot of potential right here. So, Roku was dead money for a while, right? It was just trading range between the 157.2 resistance and 145.85, and I haven't even touched that since basically like right here, I believe. And this whole time right here, it was actually just bear flagging for a while. And but the good thing is that it was holding the 145.85 support, and all of a sudden just popped out of nowhere. I believe there's news right here, but I'm not sure what it was. And ever since that, it's been going up ever since. And last Friday, it was a surprise pop. Nobody knew this was coming. And once it hit this 166.6 resistance, which was a possible triple top pattern right here, but decided to pull back the next day, held support an uptrend, then came back up and popped all the way to 176.55 resistance, and pulled it back a little bit. So the buyer control was very strong. We have very nice buyers, way above average on the volume, which is great also. And we have a very nice bullish engulfing on weekly chart. Okay, so we also made a very nice higher high in this one right here. Not a higher high in these, but a higher high right here. Ever since this chop right here. So what we have right here on, let's do on the weekly real quick. We have a possible very nice inverse head and shoulder on the weekly. So we have left shoulder inverse right here, right shoulder inverse right here, and now we're breaking out. So that's something that's very nice right here for Roku. We could see higher highs, and I believe that also because of how we closed above. Let's go back over here, and how we closed above all of this weekly high right here on 166.6, and right here is the only candle that was actually above it. Okay, so above 166 is very good. Okay, so right now we have some nice momentum gain right here from last Friday, or all week actually. So we recovered some very low momentum right here from last week, all in just 1 week right here. And daily is also looking good. It's looking stronger and stronger on the daily. No GMI reversals coming in soon right here. So it looks like we have some room to move upside towards 183.59, 193.50, and possibly 200 soon. And I believe that we can get 200 before the end of September. And all we need to do is once we get to 183.59, I believe that's going to be our next major run to the new highs. And on the 4-hour chart, you can see we've had a bull flag and then pop up, bull flag again. So I believe that we're going to be slowing down through pre-market tomorrow and pop up once again above 176.55. And if we can actually get above 176.55 in daily close, we can easily see new highs again. So another good thing for Roku right here. And next one is going to be Rocket RKT. And this one actually made us very good money right here. And we have a lot of people that are into this right now. And last week I mentioned a bullish engulfing and closing above one of the price targets, I believe, and it broke out. and exactly that. So right now we have a possible V shape right here, back up to 30.5 resistance possible. So what I'm thinking is we can hit 30.5 before the earnings on September 2nd, and we'll see what that does. But I believe that it's gonna beat it, but the price will not go up really. It will just go down. It will slow down a little bit. And the reason why I think of that is because we've had a huge run up right here. We already have a pre-run right here, I believe. And we have a lot of buyers right here. A lot of buyers. And what that makes me think is that we might see some profit taking after earnings are reported. And we could do a possible, let's say we're going to go up right here, hit 30.5 resistance, slow down until, chop right here between 28.60 and 30.5. And once earnings happen, we're going to see a little downtrend right here, possibly 28.6, but I would say more like 26.85 first. So we have V shape right here and a handle right here. So basically a cup and handle possibly, and fall down a little bit, then pop up insanely high for new highs, all the way up to 30.5, 31.58, and 32.71, and possibly 35 soon. And I believe we're going to hit all of those within this month because of how strong our uptrend is right here. Pull back, V-shape, cup and handle right here, possible, and breakout. So my prediction for earnings is we're going to beat it, but price won't go up. It'll just see some profit taking first, and most longs and investors will re-enter with a cheaper price and hold them for a while for long-term play right here. And mortgages are actually bullish for me, especially in refinancing leads right here in the long term. So this is bullish, but once earnings happen, we might see a little pullback for a cheaper price, and that's where I would re-enter and get back in for the high 30s. Next one is, let's see what the picks were. Let's do FSLY, because that was actually one of the best plays that we did last week. So FSLY had a big pop right here on Thursday, I believe, or Friday. Yeah, it looks like Thursday. So something that I was talking about is the 95.63 resistance right here. And why did I want that to close above it so bad? And the reason is because this would have been our weekly breakout right here candle. And we hit the high of 99.69. And if we closed above 95.63 resistance on the weekly last week, I would have been very bullish right here. But right now, we're just testing it, basically. So good thing is we're inside this bullish channel right here. We're maintaining it. We're doing good. Everything looks good on the daily and 4 hour and the weekly. And there is a possible head and shoulder pattern. But right now, I'm still bullish on it until we see a nice rejection from this 95.63 resistance and pull back. The left shoulder right here, the head right here, and the right shoulder possible right here. But if you can break above 95.63 resistance, I will see a nice breakout for long-term swings. But right now, I have no position in this, but I'm just waiting for a move. Okay, so still bullish, but we need 95.63 resistance and above. So this one's good now. Let's see what we can do next. We'll just do Visa, and then the rest I'll do technical analysis on Facebook, and I'll be in next week's video. So next thing Visa is we had bullish channel right here, and we were maintaining it for a while, and ever since we hit the resistance last Friday, I believe, or Thursday, we broke out. And I anticipated that it was gonna break my 210.15 resistance, and if we could get close above that, we can hit all time high right here at 214.17. And once we closed above that in the weekly, which is very good, and monthly, which is also another good thing that we need to watch. We can see new highs, 100%. So right now we're testing another breakout. So we broke out above 210.15, broke the 214.17 all-time high, and we almost got to my price target 1, but right now we're testing it. And we also made a new higher high, which is also good right here. And there's no reversal on DMI signal yet, so we have some more room to move upside, which is also good. And the buyer control on this past couple or 2 weeks, week or 2 weeks, have been pretty strong. So this one looks good because we're on the channel breakout, broke resistance, we're on a breakout for daily. So this one's also good. I'm still bullish on all banks, and especially JPM, because I heard this one has been getting a tight squeeze recently on the weekly chart right here. So we've been cooling up right here on weekly for JPM Morgan, and we have been holding by 97.38 resist support, and we overcame this last week's the 2 weeks ago's candle, which is good, but I believe we've been trying to struggle get above this 103.37 resistance. And once we get above that 103.37, we can see a nice breakout towards 105.85, and finally see that 110 plus soon, or 111.30, towards that estimate 200 on the daily. But right now, ever since we converged the reversal trend right here, way down here, and we've been trying to converging soon, and ever since this candle was formed, the next day we popped up because of this converging right here on the DMI, and right now we're testing at 103.37 to break out. So banks are bullish for me, but to me Visa looks more attractive right here, making more highs. So on all these tickers, I've been bullish right here, and I hope this video helps you guys. My overview on a few of those tickers: ROKU, Rocket, Boeing, and FSLY, and Visa right here. So I hope this video helps you guys analyze better on tickers that we play, or on other tickers that you play, and understand how patterns are doing, channels, resistance, and support. And I'll see you guys next video on the weekly overview. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first video of it, and please leave feedback in the Discord or Facebook or in the comments below. I'll see you guys next video. Thank you for watching.